Hey, this is Good Things Start Here, and I hope that you remember my drop-in box frame with the replaceable chalk suede sheets. I think you do, and I hope that you do remember this one because I did this project a while back, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to change out the design, okay? So get ready, because once you have your little insert things in here, all you gotta do is just slide them up. It actually comes with 3 sheets, okay? So there's 3 of them in here. I haven't even used the middle one, but I'm gonna use the other side of the one of them that I have used, okay? So it's blank on the other side. This one is double-sided as well. So there's tons of projects with the same frame, and you can also buy the replacement sheets for this, okay? So we're gonna try something. I don't know. I'm stealing this idea once again. Hi Gwen. Hey Joni. Hi Shirley. Welcome, ladies. Stealing this idea from a friend. So I am going to try not to cut apart the backer on this. Okay, so if you don't want to cut your backer sheets, totally fine to do that. Just get your scissors and cut right along those cut edges, okay? So we're gonna use a couple different pieces of this today. So this one that I wanna use says Good Things Start Here. And I'm just trimming it. Hi Rainy, how are ya? So you can comment the word shop to get the supplies to make this project. And pretty simple supplies. And a nice little palette pack for you so that you don't have to buy an entire jar of paste to test out new colors. Wasn't it so great, Shirley? I loved it, and that was completely terrifying to me, actually. I was so afraid to do that one, and I don't know why, because it turned out really great. I mean, I do know why, because I don't have faith in myself. But I am really shocked. Hey Lisa, at how good it turned out. I'm really loving it, and Ivy loves it too. I can't wait to see her in person and be able to give it to her. So by the way, we got confirmation today that we will be closing on April 10th. Maybe earlier than that actually, but that we will be closing on this house here in 2 weeks time, y'all. Hi Lori, hi Karen, welcome. All right, so first things first, I want to wax this surface, okay? I don't care if you've heard someone else tell you you don't have to wax it. I'm telling you right now, you better wax it or you're going to regret it, okay? That is a warning to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So this surface is very, very smooth, but with that smoothness, your transfer is going to stick really well. And then it's going to curl up whenever you pull it off. And then you're going to ask me why your transfer is all curly. And that is why, okay? So whenever you wax, literally just a tiny dot of wax. Not even anything that you can see on your waxing wax applicator, okay? Thank you, Lori. and Karen. All right, so I just waxed it. I don't know if you can even see that, but I can kind of see it and I can feel on the surface. Now, these are very smooth anyways, so it's a little bit hard to tell. Now, I just want to make sure, well, if I put it in the correct way, that'd be good first, okay? That I understand exactly where the edge on this thing falls, okay? So it's probably like, I don't know, maybe 1/4 of an inch. So I don't want to go too low, okay? But I want to start with the words, and we're going to do Good Things Start Here at the bottom. And I am fuzzing also, okay? I want to make sure that I fuzz really well and that I wax my surface whenever I use these chalk suede, any of the paper stuff, okay? Yes, make sure that you wax. Listen to Lori, she knows, okay? But be careful not to wax too much, and if you have an issue with your paste not sticking, I've gotten this message several times in the past couple of days that people's paste isn't sticking. It's probably too dry, okay? That's my first bet, okay? Or you waxed it too much. Now, if it's too dry, just take a multi-tool, that's the stirrer, you know, the one with the curved end on it, and take a spray bottle and spray some distilled water in there and just stir, 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 okay? We're using rose gold tonight, and a couple of like kind of neutralish colors, okay? Because you know me, I'm not, I don't like using tons of colors. Plus, I want something that's like kind of neutral. I know I say that all the time, but like it doesn't always have to be holiday stuff, you know, that you decorate with. I like to have stuff that's year round, because I'm really bad about switching out my decor. Really, really bad about it. I don't put away my Christmas tree in time. I used to be good about things like that, but now I don't really care that much. Okay, so this is rose gold. And I'm just going to use my mini squeegee and get in there. Now, I just thought of this project a few minutes ago. Now, I stole this idea, part of it, from a friend. As usual, I haven't come up with any original ideas lately because I'm tired, y'all. I am exhausted mentally and physically. Today was a really long day. I love my job, but my gosh, it is a lot of work, okay? I've been on phone calls since 7 o'clock this morning until about 4:30. All day long on my computer. Like by probably 11:30, 12 o'clock, my eyes were like crossing because I was looking at the screen for too long. Yay! I'm so happy to hear that, Joanne. That makes me very happy to hear because, you know, I try to package stuff good. And sometimes it's a fail. Sometimes it's not even my fault, okay? UPS, I swear, they see a package from me and they just drop kick it. So I love this little arrow, and I'm going to use it as an arrow. Just right here. I don't know what it's for, but yeah, it's going to be an up arrow. All right, I feel like, oh, there's a string in there. Y'all, I have a string in there. Yay, Rainy! Yay, yay. So I'm going to be moving soon, which is amazing, but also, again, I am so afraid, y'all. And I think, oh, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you did get a bigger one, like more pieces than it was actually intended to be, so, or like than the original picture that you sent me, so, you know, I hook you up. Anyway, I have so much stuff to do prior to moving, y'all, and I am stressing about it. I'm trying to, that's not straight. I'm the worst, I'm telling you. Well, just use one of those pieces of cardboard, or several of those pieces of cardboard, and put some painter's tape on there so that you can paint them easily. That'll help you. But yeah, I've got tons to do. My garage is a nightmare right now. It's probably not that bad. Everything pretty much in there is going with us. So it's not that big of a deal. But I gotta pack all my inventory out here. Look how cute. Okay? So that I'm going to do this weekend. Yeah, perfect. Good. I'm glad to hear that. So I'll be packing up this room. Well, just my inventory stuff. I'm going to let them do most of it, but I want to do like my transfers and my paste and ink just because I don't know how. I'm sure they're going to be nice to my stuff, but I don't know. I don't know these people. Okay, so I'm going to wax really quick. I don't want to stick it down yet because I'm going to wax just on top of this little arrow because I'm about to set this down on top of it and I don't want to pull it up, okay? Yeah, it is so stressful and like, I'm having like a little bit of a meltdown every few minutes lately, okay? We had a struggle today, but we made it through, okay? I'm just so afraid. I'm a little gun shy because of this whole, you know, losing out on 2 potential buyers. For what reason, I still haven't figured out. And so, like, the buyers that I have now are, like, they're a dream come true, y'all. I'm so excited for them. And I think they really love this house. They're serious. They're not messing around. They're not trying to lowball. It's wonderful. But it has been very stressful because it feels fake, you know? Like someone's going to pull the carpet out from under us here any minute. So, because we've had 2 deals fall through. And so that's kind of what's really scaring me. But today we got, like, final word that we are good to go. So, we should be okay now. I think we're out of the woods and really excited about that. So I can actually, like, really get going. All right, so I was trying to decide which one I'm going to use. So this is Camel, okay? Just brown, nothing really fancy. Kind of a tan, like a orangey brown almost. Not orange, but like it's got an orangish tint or yellowish tint. Okay. So, anywho, yeah, totally stressed out. But it'll be fine. Everything's going to work out. My mom's going to be here soon. And hopefully by the time she gets here, there will be nothing really to do except for just odds and ends, you know? But I got to get busy because I have a lot to do between now and then. And it's only 2 weeks away, and it's like, if I don't be careful, I'll lose track of time. And then it will be upon me. And then I'll be in trouble. So, anywho. Hi, Sue. So, I'm moving back home. Right now I live in Tennessee. I'm moving back to Texas near my family. Chris and my family both live there. And I love Tennessee. I wish my family could move here. But not just my parents. Like, I would need my entire extended family, my mom's whole side of the family to live here. For it to be, like, exactly what I want. Because I want to be, we're all very close. And I want to be around all of them. Okay, so I'm hoping that this turns out as good as I'm hoping it's going to. Now, there's like this little polka dotted line right here that I want to use too, okay? I know this is a lot of prints and different textures and stuff, but I think this is going to be really cute. Yeah, and I'm excited about holidays, about not having to fly home and, like, only be able to be there for a weekend or a long weekend, or Chris can't come with me because he doesn't have enough vacation time, or any of that kind of nonsense. Like, I'm ready for that. I'm ready to have a bigger house and not have my craft room outside. I'm really tired of coming in in the rain. Or being out here in storms. That really freaks me out. So, I'm ready, you know? Alright. Oh. Not quite dry. This one's very thick. Because there was a lot of silk screen on it. Hi, Sandra! Anybody else having sound problems? Joanne, if you're still there, would you mind commenting and telling Sandra to, like, close out the app and come back in and see if that works? We're moving down to the Houston area, so, like, the Gulf Coast. We'll be north of Houston, though, like in Conroe. Yeah, so it'll be great. I'm so excited. And I'm ready to just be around my parents and, like, you know, one of the biggest things is that, like, Chris is not a carpenter, really. And so he doesn't, like, build things. And my dad is, right? So I think it will be nice because I won't have to pay somebody to, like, fix something for me, Chris and my dad can do it. So it's the little things, you know, that you really do take for granted. So, okay, now this little dotted line is just so simple, but I love it. And I don't know, I couldn't find the end of this last night. Oh, wait. That's not it. It sure feels like it, though, but I don't think it is. Oh, here it is. Thank you, Sandra. I mean, thank you, Gwen. And thank you, Joanne, too, please. Thank you. I appreciate you. I was reading Sandra's name. Gwen, I called you Sandra. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so this is Shimmer Harvest. That's what I want to use for this line. And I'm thinking I want to try something. You know, I'm always like out here trying random stuff that I just came up with right now on the fly. So, I want to like flip this around and do 2 lines with dots along them. I don't know. Let me show you. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. So, ooh, that is, y'all, this is cute. That is super cute. So, super simple, y'all. This is just a piece of paper, or it's like a piece of super thick, hard cardboard, okay? That's covered with the most awesome paper you'll ever use in your whole life. No, it's the insert to this drop-in box frame. Okay, the box frame itself comes with 3 of these, okay? And I've already done the design on one of them on one side and the other one on one side, and all 3 of them fit in there at the same time. So you store them in there when they're not in use. And then you can do a design on each side. And okay, I'm going to try, hopefully I'm not going to tear this up, rip this up by putting that down. I did not wax just now, so that might be, hopefully it's not a problem. Let's just do it quick. So that's going to be cute. I can see it now. My vision is coming to life, y'all, and this is far cuter than I could have thought it was going to be. Oh my gosh, yes. I love it. Okay, so look at that. Literally one transfer with all those different prints on it. Okay, perfect, Sandra. I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so now I'm going to dry this really, really well, and I have charcoal black. Ooh, if I don't break something here. Charcoal black antiquing wax. And, you know, I always use the brown one, and hope I'm not making a mistake by not using the brown one here, because this is brown, so maybe I'm second guessing myself. This is what's happening. So, and that one's, somehow that one's taller than this one is. So we're going to use the brown, okay? This one's just dark antiquing, and throw that away. I don't know if I need it, but it looks like that. It's just like any other antiquing wax. I bought this on Amazon forever ago. I bought a kit with a bunch of different colors, several, like 3 different colors, and it comes with a white also, in case if you mess up, okay? Now, I do want you to remember this stuff is wax, so do not put it down before you do your design, or else your transfer is not going to stick, okay? I've made that mistake before, not realizing that I was basically just over waxing my surface, and then I couldn't get my transfer to lay down, and I had to do the other side, okay? So, I always just use like one of these little spongy things. Now, there's something on the other side. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's silver. That silver stuff. So here's that. And now what I want to do is I'm going to just try to go lightly, but I'm going to cover this entire thing, okay, with the antiquing gel. And as you rub it in, it kind of buffs it out and spreads it, but I want it to look like old and aged, okay? Now, this stuff is a wax, but it like dries after a while. So it's not like where it's going to get all over your hands or anything. It might at first, like when you're first putting it on, but then it'll kind of dry. So now you can go as much as you want with this stuff, okay? Really get in there if you want to, or minimal as you like, whatever, okay? It's up to you how you want to do it. Okay, so I'm liking that. I mean, that changes the whole look of this thing, I think. Now, I'm going to let that just sit over here for a minute. And remember, I already did the dragonfly on one side, so I can flip this around and change it out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this antiquing wax on my frame, okay, to kind of dingy it up a little bit. And I'm going to go all over this side of the frame. Now, again, this thing is double-sided, so if you wanted to, you can have this have two different things, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this on one side, and I'm going to put one of the other ones on the other side that I already had done. Now, I'm going to let that hang out for a minute, and I'm going to come back, and I'm just going to do a little bit more here, okay? So, ooh, over the paste, I'm really liking it, too. It kind of makes it look dirty. I like it. All right. That is great. So you can comment the word shop to get the stuff to make this. Now you'll have to buy yourself some antiquing wax. It's this brand I just got on Amazon. I searched for it and I found this kit with multiple colors in it, and so that's the one I bought. But any one will work. It doesn't have to be a specific one. Okay, and then I just get these at Dollar Tree in like multi-packs. Because I'm not trying to spend a lot of money on them, because I use them for stuff like this and then I throw them away when they're used up and gross, okay? That way I don't have to wash them off, and it's just not worth it. Okay. Now this is the drop-in box frame from my shop. Okay, it is in the cart link whenever you comment the word shop. If you click on get items used in live, you will find the link to get this frame. And there are also replacement paper things on my website too, so you can keep reusing it and not have to replace the frame part. And I love that. You know I do. Yeah, my mom is a huge crafter. And so my aunt came up here back in November with my mom. I'm going to go ahead and do the sides of this too. My mom came in, my mom, my aunt, and my cousin came in November, and I had no idea, but my cousin, well, my cousin's wife, but still, she's my cousin too. They've been married long enough that she's my family too. But I didn't know that she's a painter. And so they came up here to help me with my craft fair that I had back in November. And so I had no idea that they would be even interested in anything. I've never tried to sell to anybody in my family before, because I don't like to sell to regular people. Like, I'm not trying to sell you something. I really just love these products, you know? And so they just simply came up here to do my craft fair with me and help me out, basically, so Chris wouldn't have to do it. And my aunt ended up becoming obsessed with haute couture while she was here, and so did my cousin. My cousin ended up signing up to be a designer with me, which was completely unexpected, y'all. I did not do anything to pitch this idea to her either. She just decided, like, she got on her computer and started going to my website and looking at everything, and she's like, well, I'm going to join your club. Well, I'm going to join as a designer. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Cool, that's awesome. And she wants to do workshops and stuff. So whenever I get to town, I think we're going to start trying to do some things together. So hopefully this isn't a mistake doing the inside of this frame like this, but we'll find out. But yes, my mom is very crafty. Ivy, my stepdaughter, my adopted daughter, I guess she is very crafty. She's an artist, big time. My sister is also pretty crafty. But my mom is like, y'all, my mom is amazing. She is like a professional quality seamstress. Like, she makes all kinds of baby blankets, and she used to make me dresses and stuff every year for Easter, and I hated it because I wasn't trying to wear a dress that my mom made me. I was a total tomboy. I didn't want to wear these flowery dresses that she picked out that were not my style. I was not interested in it. And even now I look back at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she actually got me to wear that, because that is not even something I would wear today. And my style is more girly today than it's ever been. Okay. But anyways, so yeah, I have a family full of crafters. Yeah, my grandmother did all of the dresses for my mom and all of her sisters for each of their weddings. So she did their wedding dresses, and then also, I think maybe she just did the beading on their wedding dresses, but she definitely made the bridesmaids dresses. And I think whenever I get back to my mom's house, I want to go look in the attic, because I have a box of dresses from each of my aunt's weddings, like from the dress that my mom wore to each of my aunt's weddings. So I want to go look and see if I still have those, because those are classic dresses. They're so crazy looking. They were my dress-up dresses after my mom either couldn't wear them anymore, obviously couldn't fit into it, and it wasn't the style anymore, you know, like 1970s and 80s styles. So I think I still have them in the attic over there. So I'm trying to dry this, because every time I'm touching it, it's getting fingerprints, and I don't want to have fingerprints all over it. But I just want to dry it. Now I could probably spray this with like a clear spray paint to make sure that I seal it really good, but it will cure over time of just sitting, so I've just got to leave it alone. Okay, now I'm loving this already. I can tell that this is gonna be so cute, y'all. Oh my gosh. Now, as I'm pushing it in there, I'm seeing, so my friend Stacy is the one that I stole this idea from. Now, she used some Easter transfers that are on sale right now, 50% off while supplies last, I believe through the end of the month. Plus, you can do buy 3 get 1 free with Transferpalooza. So if you haven't taken advantage of that deal yet, I don't know what you're waiting on. Okay, comment the word shop, click on the link, and go get yourself some Transferpalooza transfers before they're gone, because you're going to be regretting it whenever you don't get them, and then I tell you next month, sorry, I can't do that sale for you. Okay, so let me show you this. Look how cute that turned out. Look at it. Look at it. You can comment the word shop to get all the stuff to make this super cute, fun project, and get yourself some distressing wax. And that's that. Okay, comment the word shop and you'll get the link for this, plus all of the buy 3 get 1 free. That's only through the end of the month, so make sure that you hook yourself up with that. Okay, I love you all, and I will see you later. I'm going to let this dry so I quit putting fingerprints all over it. We'll talk soon, okay? Have a good night.